So hello everybody, welcome back. I'm going to talk to you right now about some unexpected things that you might want to consider. That you are not probably aware of them because they haven't happened in your place or whatever. And you might want to take a look at these because they are things that happen. So before I continue, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email in case that you want to help me out by sending an Amazon gift card. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that one. So anyway, here I go. Number one. When you go shopping for food, because you're stocking up on food and stuff. Number one, you want to make a menu for the next 2 weeks or 1 month, depending upon your budget, and you want to follow the ingredients that you need to make that menu. And here's the condition that I will try to make in that menu. If what you're considering cooking, let's say that you want to cook black beans, if you're going to cook them from scratch, that black beans is going to probably take 3 or 4 hours. You need to consider fuel. So cross that thing off your list because you are going to spend too much propane, and if bad things happen, you're not going to get propane anywhere. And I do mean that. I mean, there are people that, have to go to the black market to try to get propane, and getting propane is very difficult because, during bad times, people do not make cylinders, okay? Cylinders have to be specific for the gas that you're going to put in it. Is something that you cannot do, by hand. Is something that is going to take, a lot of things. So, hell no. You're not going to find cylinders, and you're not going to find propane. So, if you're going to cook black beans, and that thing is going to take you 3 or 4 hours, and then you're multiplying that by, 3 or 4 meals, that is, over 12 hours of fuel. So hell no, change that. So try to put the menu according to the fuel needs that you are going to get. And try to get the menu to comfort food kind of thing. And also, you need to be careful about the second part, which is the amount of trash that you are going to produce. Here is why. If you produce too much trash, you're going to have to put that trash somewhere. And it's not like you're going to buy, a galvanized trash can so that you can burn your trash or whatever, because some people will do that, and that will be, okay, depending upon if it is legal in your place or whatever. But the point is that nobody else will do it. And the point is that if you have food and nobody else has food, and they know because your trash, says that you have food, you're going to become a target. And number two, also, because if you're in a bad situation, the trash service depends upon people. If you're in a bad situation, it's not like the trash service collection guy is going to be better than you. So that guy is not going to show up for work. And if that guy doesn't show up for work, that means that there is no truck coming. If there is no truck coming, then you have a lot of problems with the trash. So you need to produce as little trash as possible. Meaning, you can't buy everything canned. Because if you buy everything canned, it's going to go crazy with the amount of trash. In fact, things get so bad after a while that animals are going to be looking into your trash for that food. Because every time that you use the can will have food, things on it. And it's going to become 2 problems. Number one, animals are going to, of course, tear down the bag or whatever to try to get that food that you're leaving in the can. And number 2, animal protectors agencies are going to be very, very, very busy trying to save the animals that are, getting that food. Why? Well, let's see. You're putting your face that is kind of small inside a can, and the can sides usually cut, everything. Hell, there are people that will cut their hands doing that. So basically, if the animal smells the food, gets the can, first of all, it's going to make a mess with the trash. And secondly, they are going to be hurt. like really bad, and then they're going to get infections. And once animals starts getting infections and stuff like that, they're going to create a health problem for everybody else, you know. Not just, and then you will have a huge thing that, you know, it's like insane. So if you're going to produce trash, you need to rinse it, which means that you will probably need water for doing that, you know. If you're going to throw it away, you just can't throw it away like that. You have to rinse it so that it doesn't smell like food, okay? And so that it doesn't attract animals, okay? And you can't make it too often, and you can't make it that big, you know, because otherwise, like I said, you are going to become a target because you have food and maybe nobody else has. So, also, you're going to consider, you know, about the can openers, the fact that if people can open the can with a knife, they are not going to need can openers. So if you're thinking that you can trade them or you can, you know, do something with them, I can assure you, if you're hungry, you will open that freaking can with a knife and even with a rock. And nobody's going to take food for a can opener. You know, at least up until this date, I haven't seen anyone doing that. Really. I mean, can openers is something that, you know, you either give away as a present for someone or whatever, or you keep for yourself for when yours breaks, you know. Because if you say to someone that is hungry, I'm going to give you a can opener for that food, they're going to be like, right, I'm sorry, I'm using a knife, you know. So no, don't bother about that one. So like I said, do the menu, considering the fuel needs, considering the amount of trash that you're going to make, and considering the fact that you're going to have to rinse the things, even though, you know, so that you don't have to deal with animals. So it's important to know that.